Ba-da-da-ba-ba. All right, I'm live. Turn that off. Making sure. All right. I'm waiting as I am to see the old Tom magazine, and we can just talk about a little bit of some fire and stuff. So, anyways, as I wait, I will probably talk about some things that I'm going to be doing. One is I am looking to build a curriculum, and the curriculum will have basically I got a curriculum of starting to get some of these courses in place where I want to do more fire entertaining. So we'll see about that. Trippy Flows, what's up, my bro? I want to be talking to you later. So I'm excited about that. Right now I'm just waiting for Tom to come on down and he can join the chat and we can go from there. But right now, this is just me just sitting in this room, kind of figuring things out, waiting. What's up, bro? What's up? Anyways, so yeah, oh, look at that. All right, well, there you go. I got fire in the face. In your face, he's just joined, and there we go. Got that request to go live. All right. Let's see if we can get you on. Waiting for connection. It's always something like that, you know? Anyways, it's getting there. Getting there. Hey, there you go. Tommy boy, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Can you hear me well, by the way? Good? Sound good? All right.
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Yeah, no, it's finally good.
A little bit sketchy.
You can't see me? Let's see. What's going on here?
My internet's not great.
Oh. You don't. I see you, but yeah, you're a little choppy. It's a little choppy. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, at least that's.
But
Okay.
Yeah, but you still can't see me. There's nothing here, huh? There's no face. Trying to put my hands up.
No, hang on. No face. I've just got this blurred image of you on a loading screen.
Oh, okay. So it's just probably yours is loading.
See if I can do anything.
I see you in real time, or at least I see you. I see you just fine.
Okay. Bear with me.
Ooh, this is going to be an internet thing, I see. Internet. All right. Seeing more people have joined right now. We're starting to work with this connection thing that's going on. I like your connection's kind of coming in through, but now I can't hear you anymore. No, but I can read your mouth, so that's good. My CIA skills are working out well.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, though. I can hear you now. Perfect.
I turned off my Wi-Fi, so I'm on mobile data, so I think we're all good.
Oh, okay. All right. How's that? It's looking good now. I was trying to I was moving the screen up like that would help anything. I'm all like, let's lift this. Let's see if it does anything. I hope this works.
Yeah.
Dude,
good,
yeah, this is so much better. Yeah, it works well. So like, it's good to finally talk to you in person, man. Like we've always kind of chatted, and now we're talking face to face. So it's cool. So it's nice to meet you in person. You know, I mean, digitally. Right. So like, I kind of wanted to get at it. It's just talk about some of the fire stuff that I've been seeing you do. Right now, 2020 has been kind of a shake for all of us. So like, one, how was building the fire career within 2020, and how was that like?
So I'm sure everyone can relate. It's not gone according to plan. But I think 2020 for a lot of people has been whatever you've made of it. Really, it's been really easy to kind of just roll over and just feel sorry for yourself. And I did at first. I think most people did at first, but then it kind of shifted focus and started thinking about how I could start preparing for better times. And from when we get some semblance of normality back. So my focus shifted on to teaching online, developing my skills, developing a social media presence, and just generally connecting and trying to prepare for better days. And yeah, it's actually, I think in the long run, I think this year will have been better for me than had I just kind of jumped in and started doing things differently, you know. So yeah, it's been a bit of a blessing in disguise for me. I think for a lot of people, it's not so much, you know. A lot of performers, especially, haven't been able to do what they love. But for me as a teacher, I've really focused on making those connections with people such as yourself and other fire eaters. And yeah,
I think that's true.
it's been a blessing.
I think that's true. I think connecting with like all the flow artists who are online now is really going
Yeah,
to be like a good help for all of us, you know,
yeah,
and just kind of
yeah,
getting to know the community more. And since, you know, I can't fly over there, and I would love to fly over to a lot of you guys and say hi,
yeah.
you know, just like vice versa. So it's like this is a good way of doing it, and you know,
Yeah,
opening up some type of dialogue that at least we can enjoy, if anything, you know. So
yeah.
it's it's definitely good. So like even in 2020, I've seen now that you share more of like you know, like people that you've taught a lot of people, and
Mm.
now it seems like you're also building this new program. Like you know
Yeah.
this, I don't know. Like, do you want to like? Is there like something that you're doing with like? Can you tell more about this? Because it seems like it's a lot in
Yeah.
development.
I started sponsoring a few people. I don't really like the word sponsoring because I feel like it's more like a team more than anything. You know, it's more like a working relationship with people. And I looked at things and I thought fire eating is still incredibly niche. There's so many people who I see in comments and stuff who said, "Wow, I've never even seen anything like this before." And really, the goal was just to get it out there and show people what can be done.
Right.
And on my own, I'm just a small portion of it, and I have a very small social media following compared to some. So
Right.
it made sense to kind of team up with other people who've got different things to bring to the table. So I started talking to friends who I consider like equals in the fire eating game, who I talk to on the daily about fire eating and who helped me progress and help me grow. I started
Right.
talking to them about the possibility of sort of cross promotion, and we've always helped each other out in that way anyway. And I started talking to some students as well, and we decided to sort of set up kind of sponsorship program and essentially just to reach a wider audience. You know, we're much stronger as a team than alone. And yeah, the goal is always just to get things to get the word out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Building
been
a
phenomenal.
community like that is a really good idea too, because then you kind of have this community, and it's very
Yeah,
hard to have a community. I guess for me, in my perspective, I sometimes isolate myself, and I don't know if a lot of other flow artists do that, but I'm pretty sure they do, because a lot of flow artists are isolated people that
yeah.
just just want to like
So
express themselves. So so
it's
this
been
is
huge for me,
yeah.
because I'm living in the middle of nowhere, and there is literally no one around here who I can sort of go to a park or go to a warehouse and I can play with. So having that connection online has been huge. I mean, COVID hasn't really affected us that much over here, but there just isn't the people, you know. And if there are, then they're
Right,
maybe on the
right.
other side of the country. So just having that connection with people around the world is been great. And I think face to face interactions are always stronger and always more important. But the sheer reach that you can have from being on the internet and the people that you can meet
Right.
from different places and different things, it just blows my mind, you know.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
I
I'm really
agree.
thankful for the internet during this time.
I agree. So like what would you consider to be some toys that would be in your toy box as far as flow toys? What are kind of your go-to hitters?
So I
Outside of
traveled,
obviously torches, I know.
yeah. So I traveled to Bulgaria really light. I didn't bring hardly anything with me really. So uh, the thing that sort of calls out to me, completely unrelated to fire,
Right.
Bugeng. I really like Bugeng.
Yes, yes, those are like it's blowing my mind just to watch
Yeah,
those now. And
it's such a tricky
it's
pot.
actually it's inspired me because I was working on my double staffs, and I don't
Mm.
do really tech work or anything like that, but I want to do
Yeah,
tech work, and that really inspired me to like take my double staffs and start doing some tech work with them, because
yeah.
those things are inspiring, definitely. Yeah.
And one thing I don't have at the moment is I've been a juggler my whole life, and I don't have any juggling clubs. I haven't had clubs for a while.
Oh,
So
wow. Yeah.
I was borrowing some clubs recently, but they're not available to me anymore. So I really do want to buy myself a pair of juggling clubs because club juggling is just it's so it, it's huge. There's just an endless amount of things you can try, an endless amount of routes that you can go down.
Right.
And yeah, the rabbit hole is deep on that one. So I kind of want to get back into club juggling, but I mean, the obvious one for me is double staff because it ties in well to fire eating. And
Sure.
you can use blended torches and things. And but in terms of like what calls to me, view gang and club juggling for sure. Yeah,
Club juggling, man. I'm
yeah,
starting to also pick up on that idea of those club juggling. It
yeah,
seems it seems very relaxing. Like you can get into this motion where eventually you just start. I mean, as far as how I see it, because I don't juggle. I don't juggle, and I kind of want to get into that and kind of get that like nice, smooth
yeah.
rotation in my flow. And I feel like that
So
timing on
much of
juggling that really would help.
juggling can like translate well into other things. I kind of take it for granted how much it's improved my hand-eye coordination and how it allows me to sort of progress in other things that require any use of sort of motor function, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anything that requires the upper body, I tend to pick up quite quickly. Um,
It's yes, I already like it chopped up through that good piece, but I felt it, man.
yeah,
Yeah, like I like that's another thing also on staff. Like I am trying to get used to the idea of going toward my legs and working that leg portion of me, building that
yeah,
extra body mechanic inside, and yeah, so yeah, just the lower portion, all right here is like
yeah,
the lower parts of the earth you never touch. uh, so yeah, there was so like in your 2021 goals, what are your goals in as far as not just your business, but it could be personal too, as far as like in your talents of like what you want to do? Because I've seen like you did 1 out of 50 or 50 out of 100 like fire eating challenges. So you know, like I
yeah.
didn't know if you had any goals for 2021 in regards to all of that.
So I make very rough goals, like in terms of improving my fire eating. I want to finish this tech challenge, which will happen in 2021. That
Right.
kind of took a little bit of a hiatus because things blew up quite quick and I got quite busy and I had to put students first. And I'm going to make some time for that though. As I touched on as well, I want to work on my movement a lot. I want to start changing levels and making things a little bit more interesting in that way. I've been talking to Nathan quite a bit about this sort of
Yep.
stuff,
Nate's
and
cool.
he's definitely getting me moving more. So, I have a plan to get down onto the ground, onto my back for something, and whether that comes into fruition just yet, I don't know. But yeah, so just making things more, making more movement, but also consistency with the harder stuff. So the more advanced tech, getting some consistency with that, which really good. It comes with teaching that as well. I find teaching is the best thing for making me more consistent.
That's a
So when
good
you're
that's a
breaking
good
things
thing to
down
hear.
into method, it creates good habits and
Yeah.
it makes you really conscious and really aware of how you're doing things, and that kind of breeds a bit of consistency itself. So
Yeah. That
yeah,
makes sense.
that's
That's
the main thing. And just in terms of business, I want to improve my skills so that I can sort of demonstrate my ability more. Create. I want to create more interesting content rather than just a display of skill. I want the content to be more interesting to watch. So maybe more basic tech that people can relate to, but filmed
right.
in higher quality in more interesting ways, and try and get a bit more creative in that way because I really enjoy the content creation side of things. And the Fire Eating Tech Challenge, while I did it for various reasons. One, to sort of demonstrate my ability as an instructor and to also push my own skills and force me to get a bit more creative and think about things in different ways. And it's in terms of content, it's repetitive and boring a little bit, you know? So I want to kind of
Sure.
start getting a bit more creative with my content and maybe invest in some more equipment and And in terms of teaching, I had to cancel my workshops last year in the UK. 2 weeks
Hmm.
before I was due to fly out, they introduced a new rule which would have made it illegal for me to hold workshops. So I had to cancel
Oh
everything.
yeah. Wait.
For me to go to
Uh-huh.
America and teach. So I'm hoping to come and see you guys in maybe late spring, early summer.
Hey,
Going to
nice.
plan.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's really good goals. Wow.
but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Working on it. Working on it. Work in progress. That.
I mean, I'm excited for your goals. I want to live vicariously through your goals.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I'm cautiously optimistic, you know. Yeah, but we
right,
need to
right,
see what the year brings as well, you know. Check
right,
that COVID decides to do one and let us do the things we love, or whether it's going to stick around for a bit longer. But I'm in no rush. I'm kind of going with the flow right now, and it's shown this year that that does work. You know, just focus on what you can do and not what you can't.
right, right.
Yeah.
Is there any tip or trick that you would have for your viewers that, are the viewers that will be viewing this for viewing this now? Thank you, viewers, guys. You guys are awesome. And for the ones who will see it when I repost it, thank you. Is there any tip, trick, anything that, are something that you could give to the audience as far as in relation to what you do?
Um, if anyone's like looking at getting into fire eating, definitely, yeah. A few things like one, I'm obviously a little bit biased here, but get yourself a good instructor, whether it be me or someone else. Get yourself a good instructor, and that's going to keep you safe. Because when you start learning fire eating by yourself, as I did, there are actually dangers that you're unaware of, you know. So a good instructor is going to keep you safe, but it's also going to propel you into the future. Like it's going to give you that good solid foundation. Um, and I teach students in like a 2 hour online session. I can get them from going. That took me months to figure out, and they can be doing it confidently and with good technique. So, yeah, a good
Right.
instructor is definitely worth investing in. But like I said, I'm a little bit biased in that respect. In terms of other things, so what helped me progress? One, an indoor space. An indoor space is really, really handy. You can eat fire on your own terms, you know, without being at the mercy of the elements. If you have only got outside, then that has its benefits. It's kind of like a trial by fire. You have to get good because you're having to compete with the wind and things like that. But an indoor space is good. And the other thing I'd say is just get some people around you. It's very niche fire eating, so connect with people in the community online and get talking to people. It's a really friendly community and it's very, very close knit. So if
Right. When
you are
you
showing an interest, then people are going to show an interest in you as well. They're
right.
going to bring you in. You know, if you're interested in taking it past the basics and you're interested in progressing into bringing your own style and your own creativity into it, then you are going to be you're going to receive a warm welcome. So yeah, really, that's really important. And in terms of like progressing with fire eating, get to know the science. Knowing the science behind it is paramount to really progressing, and also just build yourself a solid foundation. Like any skill, get that solid foundation. Like I see so many people who are looking to get too good too fast when really they should be dialing it back a little bit, focusing on all the important base core concepts of fire eating. Get that dialed in, get a good of it, and then
Okay.
you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of fire eating and advice that I can give.
So there was a question left on what took you months? Like what was the process that might have took you months that if somebody learned fundamentally faster than what took you months in relation to uh, any examples maybe of tricks
Yeah.
or maybe
So
or progressions, if that makes sense?
most of the vapor tricks, things like fireballs and stuff like that, and learning candles in particular, all the vapor stuff is stuff that a few of us kind of had to figure out for ourselves. And there are people out there who are doing it, but there wasn't really explanations of how it works in terms of the science behind it and stuff like that. So when I'm teaching, I focus on uh, explaining the science behind the vapor tricks and why they work the way they do and why we do certain things the way we do. And and once they have that understanding, it's very easy to troubleshoot your own problems and to be able to look at what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Whereas we were just kind of stabbing around in the dark for a long time. Like a good example is we were talking, me and Alan, Gypsy Soul Circus,
Yep, yep. Cool
check them
guy.
out.
Yeah,
We were
check him
talking
out.
about we do a parachute. Now, a parachute is a jellyfish extinguish,
Yep.
which we extinguish a torch, but we catch the fire inside of our mouths or outside of
Right.
our mouths, either with a
Yes.
candle or a cauldron.
Yep.
Now, the way we first started doing this was by tilting our head downwards, opening our mouths, and just jellyfishing directly into our mouths.
Just this
And
big
this is how
poop.
we figured it out. Yeah, that's not ideal. So that
No.
was
There's
how we did
there's
it.
times actually when I'm at with my double staffs that I catch myself in my own jellyfish. Like there's like a whiff and I'm still in the forward motion. I'm like, whoa, almost caught that one right there. I feel it at
Yeah,
times. So I would just imagine jellyfish. Oh, oof.
I
The
definitely want to jellyfish a staff, a full length staff, like one from one wick to the other.
dude,
Like
that'd be ridiculous. Can you,
I've seen it done. I
it can be done.
Leo Littman, yeah, I've seen Leo Littman do it. Yeah, and
Wow.
it's the same really, but it just looks
Yeah,
cool.
it's the same. I would just think the velocity and strength and just I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
would all take into
yeah,
account to
yeah.
why I couldn't get it out in time. But I don't know. Uh, those are the vape portions and all that. I see that now being practiced a lot. Like I'm seeing
Yeah.
tricks involving that a lot more now. Um, Before I saw a
The
lot of
vape,
transfers. I saw a lot of
yeah,
just transfers that were happening, but now everybody's starting to do these little flips, these vape tricks, doing some
yeah.
moves. You know, trippy flows. You be doing that. You be like, ow,
So fast.
ow, you know.
Yeah, it's progressing so fast. And this is the
Yeah,
thing: is like fireeating's still in its infancy. Like we haven't even scratched the surface yet. There's going to be up and coming people, and I want to be the person who's training these people who
yeah,
come and then are like, okay, you've taught me everything you know. I'm going to then take that and roll with it, and they'll become better than me, and they'll become better than anyone who's around right now. And
yeah,
that's the progression, you know. They'll go on to teach other people, and then eventually we're going to have people doing crazy stuff that we never even thought was possible. So that's what
yeah.
I want for the future, really. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh man. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't want to keep this too long because
Yeah.
I just said that I was going to keep you for a good, 5 minutes, but I'm sure I'm sure we're well past that time. Actually, I've just
Yeah,
been
I can
enjoying the
feel like I can feel
conversations and kind of just playing it like this. I'm intending to do this more often with you guys. I'm going to be trying to hit up more and more of you guys just to have these little one-on-ones, maybe even
Yeah.
collaborate and have like 3 conversations and
Mm.
or 4 and just really talk about flow stuff with just the community
Yeah.
that we know. So and
Yeah.
hopefully
If
that grows and grows.
you know where I am, I'm always down for a chat.
Yeah, yeah. Cool, cool. All right. Well, oh, is there anything that you would like to tell the viewers that can help like obviously if you guys haven't, you guys need to go check out Fire in Your Face on Instagram. Make sure to like and subscribe to all his channels, and yeah, support him in the process of his teachings, man. Like what you do is amazing with Fire. So I appreciate the skill that you have, and hopefully more and more people will help
If
that
anyone
grow
wants
that.
to help, if anyone wants to help, the best thing I can say is anyone who's out there doing fire eating right now and doing anything that's going to interest you, or just share it, get it out there, spread the love, spread the word, because it's still super niche and there's still so many people out there who aren't even aware of it. So you see someone you're inspired by, or you see someone doing something cool, whether it be me or anyone else, just share it, get it out there, and yeah, and just make people more aware of it because
Yeah,
that's the hardest thing. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. All right, Tom. Well, that's it. I'll let you go.
Cool, man.
It's been a pleasure, man. So I
Yeah,
don't know even
likewise, man. It's really
how,
cool.
and I like the background behind you. It looks good.
Oh, yeah,
Looks
cool,
nice.
isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got like Mother Teresa back here. Nah, that's not
Yeah.
Mother Teresa. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I do
no,
like the artwork
cool,
in
man.
place. Okay, my friend.
All right, bro. I'll let you
All
go.
right, take care.
Peace
Take
out.
care now. Bye.
Take care, guys. See ya. We out. Bye.